guys, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, if you guys missed that, we purchased the Samarta Myers house, which is loosely based off of, I believe it's supposed to be Samantha Myers' house, aka Michael Myers' mother. I believe. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I mentioned this in the previous episode, but I've only seen the latest Halloween movie, so I'm not exactly up to date on all things Halloween. Having said that, though, if you guys did miss that previous episode, you're probably expecting this place to be a little bit more creepy, right? A little bit more ominous feeling, and it was, but thankfully we were able to rid this property of its curse, and we got rid of the coffin that was in the backyard. So many people said that I should have sold the coffin in order to make more money, rather than burying it to get rid of the curse. If you sell it, the curse stays, from what I understand, but if you bury it, the curse goes away. And I got me thinking, I was like, do people just not realize how much freaking dollar bills we got, yo? Like, we're sitting at $750,000 right now, so we're sitting pretty. Not definitely not worried about the finances, but I think we're gonna get things kicked off here today at the Samantha Myers house by adding in some new walls. In the previous episode, we of course did our thing and went through and ripped out everything we weren't gonna need. That did unfortunately include a lot of interior walls. And I think just because this property is so dang small, it's very likely that we'll be placing the walls in roughly the exact same location they were before. That one being the most obvious one. So the basement over here has this lovely railing, except for the fact that we can't demolish this wall here because of course it's just too close to the other staircase on the opposite side. But we could actually smash out that wall, so I did, just to see what it would look like, and I hated it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cover that back up, and then we're gonna do a similar thing here just at the top of the stairs. We'll leave enough room to put a new door up. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking good there. And then, oh no, this is one of those ones that I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. Cause now, oh god, dude. Not ideal. I can honestly say that. How do we even go about doing this? Yeah, it's not gonna let me place a wall in either of those locations. We can place a wall here. And I think I might, just to try to make it look a little bit better. Trying to salvage it, if you will. I'm gonna bring that wall just out to there. And hopefully that helps things a little bit. Or we could actually move. Yeah, that's a better idea. We could move the location for the sort of staircase doorway, right? So I'm gonna smash out these few walls just real quick. Don't worry about a thing, guys. I have a plan, sort of. So I think if we actually bring this wall out just a scooch here, right about till there. All right, sweet. I think that actually worked out really well. I don't even know what I was thinking, deleting the walls around the railing. I know better, you guys, I really do. But this'll work, Now back up to the front of the property. To be honest, this really is the best location for a main floor bathroom here. I mean, anywhere else, it's just not gonna be as good. Over here we have sliding glass doors, over here, sliding glass doors, so probably kitchen / living room, and then over in this corner, I suppose that would work. But since the stairs are over here, it is pretty much unusable for anything other than a bathroom. So yes, this is another case where we're gonna be reinstalling or reconstructing walls in the exact same place that we demolished them. I think we'll probably put the door up just over here, but something I'm now noticing that I don't think I noticed before is this wall's overlapping that window a significant amount. I don't think that looks very good at all. So I'd like to maybe go around and see if we can readdress the window situation, maybe just scoot everything out a little bit more, maybe go around and get entirely new windows for everywhere. I mean, it's a small house, it's basically just a big square, so I feel like we can figure out a better orientation, a better configuration for these windows. On top of that, there's probably better looking windows that we could choose from. So I think what I'm gonna do next is actually just go through and sell all of the windows, and we're gonna be looking at a house with 0 windows in it here in just a moment, but it'll be well worth it, you guys. This looks so incredibly weird now, dude. I've never seen a house with just no windows. Honestly, this would be a really good joke to like flip the whole house and not put a single window in it. I don't know who we would be playing a sort of prank on. I guess maybe the person that purchases the house, but this just looks so bizarre. So bizarre. Anyways, now that we've done that, there is no longer a strange overlapping of the walls and windows in the bathroom. So I'm feeling this already. Next, this is probably going to be like the main living room space. Living room slash dining room, I would think would probably work best in here. And then over in this little corner, I'm thinking a kitchen. Just because we had to bring this wall out a little bit, that'll kind of work as a sort of area we can set cabinets and cupboards into. So since we don't need any additional walls downstairs, let's make our way upstairs and figure out just what we're gonna do up here. This is probably the point where we're gonna need to start adding in some of those windows again, just so we can, you know, start to see the big picture. But the first wall I'm gonna put up is just to the right of the stairs here. Of course, since there's no railing on that side, it's a little unsafe. So adding the wall in there should hopefully save all of these small children that could have, or elderly people that could have fallen down the stairs. And just at the top of the stairs here, I don't know what this room's gonna be just yet, but I am gonna go ahead and add a door here, or rather a doorway, since we don't actually have a door just yet. But I think that'll work again for another bathroom. I'm sure that's what this room was before, judging by the tile. I honestly don't remember, and we just did this yesterday. Now, since we have railing out here, the only way I think we're gonna get this to actually look good, look normal, is if we kind of create a sort of hallway upstairs again, just like it was before, wouldn't you believe it? So just kind of on the back side of the stairs over here, since this is where the railing wraps around and reattaches to this wall, I'm gonna bring that out just a tad. And then I think I want to have the door in the center of this wall too, because this will be sort of like the end of this hallway. So all I'm doing here is just adding a new wall on each side until we reach a center point. Right there looks pretty good. We'll throw up our lintels and boom, we got a new doorway. I have no idea what this room is probably going to be used for, just because of how big it actually is. So what I'm going to try to do is just kind of split these two rooms down the center. Very roughly down the center. I think we'll try that on for size. So we've essentially expanded the original bathroom over here by like 2 feet at most. However, I don't think this room was originally a bathroom, so this will probably be, I don't know, maybe we could attach this to the master. Maybe we just have that as a sort of separate room for something entirely different. Maybe an office. Maybe an office. I gotta do it, dude. I gotta do it. We're covering up the railing. I feel so bad for doing this. I feel so bad for doing this, dude. Nicole Curtis from, oh God, what show is that? It's an HGTV show. Oh my God, that's gonna drive me nuts. Why can't I think of the name of that thing? Rehab Addict. That's the one. Nicole Curtis from Rehab Addict would be furious with us right now for covering up this, this original railing in this house. But you know what? We just gotta do it, because I really don't care for hallways that much. I don't really think they make that much sense, especially with a house this small. Like, it's just gonna take up so much unnecessary space. So what I've devised here instead is basically the same thing that we have sort of on our basement stairs. We go just around the corner here and take a look at that. We're kind of just recreating this upstairs as well, which I know I said that I didn't like the way that that looked in the beginning. I still don't like the way it looks upstairs now, but it is going to free up so much more room up here to do literally whatever we so choose. So this doorway now looks a little off because it's not exactly centered anymore. So we're going to go ahead and rip out these lintels, and we're just going to scoot it up till it's one space away from this exterior blue wall right there. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer. A lot nicer. And that'll actually allow us to do a bit more in this bathroom as well, if we do want to leave this as a sort of attached master bath. But we've now created kind of only one entrance into a very, very big room. We really sort of need that hallway. We really do. Okay, this is what we're going to try instead. We have that wall brought out just slightly. So I'm going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that'll be kind of the corner wall here for this hallway. So I'll show you guys sort of what I'm thinking here. Just at the top of the stairs here, obviously we have a pretty large landing area, which is great, but if we would have left the wall here, we would have had a doorway or an entrance into one massive room that we would probably end up breaking into multiple rooms. So you'd basically be walking through one doorway to get to this one room, then you'd have to walk through this room just to get to the next one, rather than having a hallway. So all we need to do now is just sort of split this big wall down the middle. I think this is gonna work pretty good, so we'll bring that out to there. We could also do a doorway here if we wanted to. I'm not really a big fan of that. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that right on in before I get any other ideas. And then we'll close it off on this side as well. So now that we have that done, you guys can start to get a better feel for the sort of master bedroom that we're going for. This being the attached bathroom, then we have all this space in here to work with. I feel like that'll work really, really nice. Over here, this is gonna be the additional, the sort of orange room. This will be the additional bedroom. Whether or not that's a kid's bedroom or what have you, that is totally gonna be up to the client that ends up purchasing this property from us. We're gonna do another doorway here, and it's gonna sort of mirror the other doorway just across the hall here. Add our lintels at the top, and we are done with the upstairs. Now, of course, we do still have the basement to do, but this is looking awesome, dude. It's a little bit like what they had before, but not exactly. And I think if we would have left the windows up here, that would have made all those decisions so much more difficult. So I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. Let's make our way down into the not so spooky basement. Not so spooky anymore, anyways. Down here's kind of weird too, because we have a doorway, but it's a double wide. So you could actually put two doors here. I don't know why you would, but you could if you wanted to do something along those lines. I, on the other hand, am thinking we might even just close it up, because I don't really love that location for a doorway in the first place. I would much rather sort of have that maybe over here. I'm thinking for this space, it would make the most sense, just because we can't demolish this wall right there, to turn this big long stretch into maybe a theater room. I feel like that would look pretty nice over here. So for the time being, all I'm going to do is just wall that in, and we'll kind of just have a doorway in the center of this, or as center as we can anyways. It's about a foot off on the inside. From the outside, it doesn't look too bad because we have the additional two walls there, but as soon as you turn around in here, it's a bit more noticeable. We'll never mind that and just continue right along here. Would it make sense to add a third bathroom? Would that improve the overall value of the house? Actually, that wouldn't be a third bathroom, would it? It would technically be a fourth bathroom, but what are we working with right now? Let me just think about this, okay? This, no shower, no tub. This would be a half bath. Then upstairs, we would have a full bathroom. And then in the master, we would, of course, have another full bathroom. So that puts us up to a 2.5 bath property. And then in the basement, if we wanted to do another maybe half bath back in here, we might even have enough space to do a full bath. That puts us maybe 3.5, maybe just 3. I'd kind of like to look into seeing what our clients are most interested in seeing in the properties they're looking to purchase. So our top one at the moment is unfortunately Dolan Trusk. He buys like every house from us, or he's bought a lot anyways. Doesn't really want anything for children, only wants 1 bedroom, not 2. So as soon as we start to, finish this house up, add furniture into it, he's immediately not going to be interested. So thankfully, I don't see Dolan Trusk purchasing this property from us. But the Jan Tart family, I know they were kind of interested in the beginning when we first started here, but not so much anymore. I'm not sure what's changed, but maybe we could sort of try to cater to them a bit more. Smoth family, kind of a similar story. I think they'd probably enjoy the 2-bedroom thing we got going on. Family Johnson, probably out of the question. We definitely don't have enough bedrooms for all of them. But I do think this space back here is going to work pretty dang well for another bathroom. So we're going to go ahead and enclose this. So at the moment, as far as the basement goes, we have a very, very large basement landing area. This might be a good spot to put, I don't know, a bar, maybe a pool table or a billiards table, something along those lines. And then maybe we can figure out a sort of living room just for here. Maybe like a man cave of sorts almost. You know, put a couch up against the stairs, have a big TV right here. But then again, if we're planning on doing a theater room in here, kind of defeats the purpose of having like a living room, a place to sit and watch TV. Personally, I would be in here way more than I'd be out here in this unoriginal living space. A theater room is much more luxurious. So now that we've gone through and added in all of the interior walls back to the property, we of course are probably gonna need some windows. It still looks really, really weird. So let's open up the tablet and we'll see what sort of windows we have to choose from. Got a few nice big bay windows. Those are looking pretty good. I don't know what sort of style of window I'm really trying to go for here. I do always love the windows with the sort of slits, grid lines in them. I don't know what to call them, but I really do like the look of those. I also don't mind the ones with just the sort of single line through them. That's what this house had previously. Ooh, these are actually really nice. The Kevin windows, they also come with shutters. Do you think shutters would look good here? Oh God, the Kevin window mounts on the ground though. Hang on, I think I picked the wrong one maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's much, much better. I don't know if it would look good with shutters. I guess it doesn't look bad. We can always try it, you know? We got dumb money. We got dumb money. There we go. Oh no, if we put the window in the same spot though, we still have that ugly gap on the inside, dude. Okay, so maybe we don't have a window just here on the main floor because I don't think we'll find one that's actually gonna fit. Starting to think maybe those original windows were just fine as they were. So I'm thinking instead we actually just bring this out a little bit more. This is probably how it was from the very beginning, but I think if we bump that out and just take out what we had behind it, that way we can add in, you know, normal windows, kind of like what we had before. Again, that's it. That's a reoccurring theme here today. Kind of just adding back in things that we've taken out. But with that done, if we wanted to add the Kevin windows with shutters in, we could actually do that now. And now we're not going to have that weird sort of overlap on the inside. Actually, let's take a peek from in here. That does look pretty good. That does look pretty good. I just like how much taller those windows are, I think, than the other ones. Granted, maybe down here we don't need the tall ones. Maybe we do the shorter, sort of squattier ones on the main floor, and then upstairs is where we'd have the larger ones, because we do have these Liam windows with shutters, which are definitely wider, but they mount up a lot higher. Oh man, there's so many decisions, dude. So many decisions. Okay, I think I've decided though. I think I'm decided. We gotta go with these big boys. We gotta go with these big boys, and unfortunately that means the thing that we just did on the inside actually isn't gonna work anymore. But with a few, you know, words of encouragement from our handy dandy friend, the Sledgehammer, I think we'll be able to figure something else out. I'll admit it's not my finest work, but I do think it'll get the job done for our one and only main floor bathroom. If it does end up being too big, worst case we have to add in a corner shower or something, maybe even a tub. And it only closed off the staircase a little bit. I mean, we can still get through here, no problem. I don't think movers are gonna like this wall in front of the staircase very much. It'd be extremely difficult to try to carry like a 3-seater sofa or something up these stairs. Even a bed frame would probably be a nightmare, and that is thanks to us, so we can pat ourselves on the back for that. But I like these windows. I like the Liam windows with shutters on the main floor. I think that'll work really, really well. Now, for the upstairs, I think I'm actually just gonna get a scaffolding and sort of just climb up on the roof. Should make it much, much easier to sort of see what we're doing as far as windows go on the exterior. So this is what I wanted to try, the Kevin window with shutter, but as you guys can see, it appears as though it's just a little too tall for the front of this property. So we need to find something else. We need to find something else that's gonna work for us. Maybe we just go with the Liam double with shutters. We'll try one just about there. See what that looks like. Pretty good, pretty good. I don't know what it looks like with the main floor windows, but for right now, I think that looks pretty solid. And then over here, we're gonna be doing a similar thing. I do think they need to be shuffled in just one space. I think they're a little too wide. Oh, maybe not. You know what? I think that actually works pretty well. And we shouldn't hopefully have, oh, we do. We have one collision up there. One wall that's a little visible from just behind that window. So we can probably work around this. I would think it's going to make our master a little bit smaller, but if we just add a wall here and sort of recreate that doorway maybe on this side, and of course a few more words of encouragement from our friend the Sledgehammer, and I think we got something pretty nice here. Oh, we even, you know what, if we wanted to, we have enough room to add a sort of closet. Not a bad idea either. Not a bad idea either. Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3. So that would be a narrow closet doorway. That's what we're after here. And there we go, dude. We got ourselves a sweet little closet. It's a little oddly shaped. We could fill that in if we really wanted to, but you know, we might be able to add in some shelving units or something in there to spruce the space up a little bit. But this will be like the first bedroom we've made in a long time that actually has a functioning closet. So looking forward to seeing how we can finish that up. On this side of the house then is where I think I want to try to use these taller windows. Let's see what that one looks like. Okay. Not bad. Not bad by any means. But our opinion could change as soon as we add the second one. Let's back up and see. Yeah, it looks kind of derpy, doesn't it? Just doesn't really look quite right. Even if we moved them closer together, I feel like it's still gonna look almost like they're cross-eyed. So I'm gonna try the same thing, pretty much the same thing that we did on the very front of the house, and then we'll try those double wide variants of the Liam windows as well. All right, hopefully this doesn't just look god awful. I don't think it would look very bad, but I'm gonna move the scaffolding out of the way. No, dude, that's perfect. That is actually perfect. So let's go around now to the opposite side. I'm not gonna do the back just yet. The back's a little different. It's definitely not shaped like the rest of the house. You know, it's got this weird little outcrop right there. It's not a square. Definitely not a square like everywhere else. So we're gonna come around to this opposite side here. Basically do exactly the same thing we've done on both the front and the other side. There we go, dude. There we go. I had to go around to the other side because I was like, those top windows look a little too close. Looks a little strange, but it is exactly the same as we've been doing elsewhere. The kitchen is going to be just behind this wall, so I'm thinking we need some sort of nice window to be able to look out. Maybe have a sink just in front of the window, something like that. And honestly, the double wide actually fits in this space the best. So I think that's the one we're gonna end up going with. The original one was really, really skinny. Let me see if there are any, oh God, any original spots remaining. Yeah, here we go. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4 feet, or roughly 4 feet anyways. This one's much wider than the original space was, and I think that'll bring in some more natural light. Not only that, but when we first bought the property, there were like blankets or like sheets covering these doorways back here. I actually have no idea what it was. It could have been plywood. But now that we're gonna have the ability to actually add a sliding glass door in both of those openings, I feel like that will help as well. And then what else we got left here? Just the windows on the back side of the property. So we're gonna go inside, make our way upstairs, and we'll see what we want to do over here. We might even just do one window here, or we'll just do one big one in this hallway. Let me see what that looks like if we have a double wide just here. Ooh, that does not fit in the center of this space at all. That's not gonna work. Looks like a single will fit though pretty well. So we'll go ahead and install that. Let's take a look from the exterior, see if we actually like that. Looks a bit odd. I'll admit it looks a bit odd, but it might work. Bathrooms really don't need any additional windows. We already have one massive one in there. And then this bedroom is so small, I feel like one window should probably suffice. So, dudes and dudettes, we officially have our layout now completely configured for each and every room, and I could not be happier. But I do think that's probably where we're gonna wind down this episode at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.